Here we go! Week 7 already, and weather is sure taking a turn for the worse with winter slowly creeping in the northern hemisphere. So this week we want to start off with some upcoming winter news. Really, like that's anything new? We always do winter news. Okay, but our first topic is a little bit special. It's a little bit weird. I didn't know it existed, so I'm actually surprised it exists and maybe want to visit this. So first off, Santa. With Christmas fast approaching, we have some sad news for those people planning on visiting Santa in Lapland. Santa's Lapland has cancelled all December 2020 trips to visit him. Due to concerns with the COVID-19 pandemic, Travel Daily News reports it's impossible for UK Santa break specialists in Santa's Lapland to provide the magical experience for their customers. They plan to continue providing trips to Santa again next year, but for this year they will provide families with live chat with Santa and elves showing you around his domain. Hopefully, we can all visit him again next year. Correct? Are we going? I would love to go. Okay. In further snow news, so I'm not sure what people in Lapland do at night, but as far as I'm aware, it does not have a lot of mountains. And for this next bit, we do need some mountains. Korua Shapes has a short film up just about just the turn. It is called Nacht. It was supposed to be some test footage, but these shots ended up being this good that they decided to make it a short art film. We will show a very short clip right now. Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed that. So really, we hope you found it an awesome clip. If not, visit it and watch it in full. We need to make sure that we can continue to do that, to do those things in the future. For those of you who have been living under a rock, the climate has been under a lot of pressure and it needs our help. Among snowboarders, the organization known as Protect Our Winters has gained a good amount of traction. But for those of you who are unaware, POW is a non-profit charity that uses its influence to help lobby for governments to act. And now POW invites organizations and companies to pledge to protect the future. I do like POW, you know, pretty much all my snowboards here are supported by Protect Our Winter or provide something to it. But okay, let's continue. So now that the winter stuff is out of the way, we are heading back into the skies. According to an article up by Travel and Leisure, Air Canada is going to make it easier to keep distance on its planes. They're going to put their business class jets into the consumer lineup for now. The jets are usually used to fly route groups, sport teams and other higher profile groups around the world. They have less seats and they're spaced out further apart, so especially useful in these times when it's pretty hard to keep distance on a plane. So yeah, pretty smart move from Air Canada. If you have the planes, why not use them, right? Like, it's obvious if you have them. Okay. Moving on again. We're still in the air. Sorry about that. So from one smart move in the skies to a genius move in the skies, Travel and Leisure reports that Air New Zealand has a plan to boost domestic tourism. It is offering mystery break packages where you do not know where you're going up to till 2 days before departure. The two-day trips range from $5.99 to $16.29 per package. It includes transport to and from the airport to the hotel and food. In total, 20 destinations are in those packages, including Auckland, Christchurch, Queenstown, and Tamaru. That sounds pretty cool. Yeah, we don't have these kinds of stuff in Europe, do we? But it's a pretty cool initiative. So for those freelancers or adventure travelers or whatever you want to call yourself, whatever you do, we all need one thing in our lives to survive, which is at least some money. Travel Daily News is an article up for people looking to become freelance digital nomads, as they call it. Or more precisely, where to set up as a digital nomad. The 5 great cities for people who love to live on the road Those 5 cities are Buenos Aires in Argentina, Playa del Carmen, Mexico, Belgrade in Serbia, and surprising Medellin, Colombia, and Koh Lada in Thailand. If you want to know why you should visit these places, just visit the link and you can read up why they are so good for people who freelance abroad. So after Peru allowed the lone tourist to visit Machu Picchu during the lockdown, Peru is now planning on allowing more international flights and reopening Machu Picchu to tourism. Peru is preparing to resume flights to 25 major cities in the Americas, and it is also looking to add European cities. Travel will only be allowed under strict rules and regulations, though. You can read up about them in the Lonely Planet article we got this news from. That lone tourist, that's funny. Yeah, it is. That was Japanese, wasn't he? Yeah. Okay. What's next? What's next? What was it? Oh, yeah. I definitely might not agree with PETA 99% of the time. I definitely don't agree with their tactics and sadly a lot of the hypocrisy over the years. But as an animal lover, I can only applaud when PETA accomplishes something. Following a long campaign by PETA, Egypt's tourism ministry has announced plans to ban the use of camels and horse rides around the pyramids of Giza. According to an expose done by PETA Asia, the animals endured immense suffering. Wow, that's good. On those tourist rides, which has now forced Egypt to take action. That's good news for those animals. Imagine having to carry fat tourists on your back around the pyramids, like in 40 degrees heat. Like, wow. Okay. Oh, good news. Thanks, PETA, for accomplishing that. Like, that's actually really good news. So for more uplifting news, a buy one give one campaign has jump-started some hospitality recovery. The initiative saw a purchase of 65,000 room nights for future stay being sold, providing immediate revenue for hotels that partnered up, who donated rooms to healthcare workers on the front line. Good initiative. I'm happy with that initiative. Like 65,000 nights on rooms. Wow, that's a lot. Okay, so we got some more positive news. In other positive news, Europe's cities are taking a good look at the rising housing costs. Thanks to platforms like Airbnb, housing prices have been skyrocketing in a lot of major cities around the world because they are used for short-term rentals aimed at tourists. But thanks to the altering world because of the pandemic, cities now have time to look into fixing this problem. You can read more about this in this very interesting New York Times article, which again you'll be able to find below. Have you ever gone to an Airbnb? I've stayed at one once in London when I went to see the Eagles play in Wembley. It was a good experience, but I can imagine it's not pleasant for people living there. And last but not least, Halloween is coming up in Northern America and some parts of Europe. But one famous Halloween town is asking people to stay away for the 2020 celebration of this holiday. The famous witch trial city of Salem is requesting visitors and tourists to stay away. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, it has cancelled all festivities and is urging everyone to stay away, Lonely Planet reports. The mayor urges everyone to come after October when things hopefully quiet down and people can slowly start visiting Salem again. Salem. Okay. Oh, well, it's obvious, like you need to be careful. That was it for this week. I hope you guys liked it. And if you liked it, please like and subscribe. You'll find all the links to the articles down below, and I'm hoping we have put them in tags around the chapters for easier navigation. So thanks for watching. See you guys again next week.